On this episode, we are touring beautiful lakefront properties in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Are you serious? There's a pool on the lake?
I'm Realtor Danielle McCain, a member of the National Association of Realtors.
Do you have any questions for me?
After working in Geneva, Switzerland for the last 3 years, my client Doug wants to settle down in his hometown of Bridgeport to be near his aging parents.
I do have my ticket. I come home tonight through Perry.
But after a few unexpected problems potentially sink the deal,
Danielle, it's been months. I mean, is there anything else we can do?
it's up to me to ensure that Doug gets a sweet homecoming and a successful path to home ownership. My name is Danielle McCain. I've been in the real estate business for 10 years in and around Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Today, I'm so excited to tell you about my new listing.
And I'm a member of the National Association of Realtors. I adhere to a code of ethics.
Do you have any questions for me?
I always treat all parties involved in any transaction honestly and fairly.
We're doing an open house today.
Ultimately, I'm helping people with one of the biggest decisions of their life, and I'm very passionate about that, and that's why I love my job. I live in Trumbull, Connecticut. I have 2 children. I lived in Connecticut my whole life. I met my client Doug through his brother Scotty. I've known Scotty since high school. Doug is living in Switzerland, and it was important for him to come home to Bridgeport so that he could be close to his parents.
My name is Doug, and I'm originally from Bridgeport, Connecticut. I'm an author as well as an executive in the field of diversity, human rights, and equal rights all over the world. I currently live in Geneva, Switzerland for the last 3 years. I want to move back to Bridgeport, Connecticut to move close to my parents, to help them and support them.
Bridgeport, Connecticut is in Fairfield County. It is one of the wealthiest counties in all of the United States. You get the best of both worlds. You have the beaches, you have the parks, you also have access to the train, and we're not very far from New York City. Doug grew up in an area in Bridgeport called Lake Forest. It's a hidden gem as it has a beautiful pond and a lake, which makes it unique to the other areas here. This is the area that he wants to be in now as well. The search in Bridgeport is somewhat difficult as it is in all of Fairfield County. Inventory is extremely low, demand is extremely high, so we have to act quickly if we find a house that Doug likes.
When it comes to budget, I'm looking at around $600,000, maybe a little more. I wanted to keep it under $700,000.
A unique challenge that I'm facing with Doug is that he's abroad right now.
Bonjour!
Hello, Mr. Doug. How are you doing today?
Good, Danielle. How are you this afternoon?
If a property comes on the market, he has to come to the United States so we could see the property as soon as possible.
Have you booked your flight yet?
I do have my ticket. I come home tonight through Perry. Danielle reaches out to me and says, Dougie, I think I found your dream home. But she said, if you want to take this home, Dougie, we're gonna need you to get on a plane immediately.
I contacted the seller's agent to secure us the very first showing. Because of the very low inventory, if he liked it, we had to put an offer in right away.
So the reason I'm calling is I just wanted to review with you the buyer's agreement form.
A written buyer's agreement explains the services that I'll provide and the cost for those services. It also outlines that my client and I will be working together for an agreed upon amount of time.
The whole idea of this form is to communicate to you, I have your best interest in mind, which is the theme for all of my clients.
Okay.
A written buyer's agreement makes all the terms of our working relationship clear.
I'll be sending to you electronically. You can sign it on DocuSign.
Okay, great, Danielle. That sounds good.
Okay, safe travels.
Bye. It was a long 12-hour flight, but I finally made it.
I'm so glad you made it. So important for you to get here quickly. This beautiful home will most likely have multiple offers.
Okay.
If you are interested, we need to submit the offer quickly and compete with the other buyers. But I want to make sure that you love it.
Okay. I really wanted to be near my parents. It was so important to be on the lake, near them, walking distance, so we could spend more time together.
This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath, split-level home, and the price is $624,000.
I think you're gonna love it. Would you like to see it?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Wow.
Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? Hardwood floors throughout, 15-foot vaulted ceilings, a wood-burning fireplace, so spacious, flowing nicely into the dining area.
Danielle, this is amazing. This is over-delivering.
Let's take a look at the kitchen.
Okay.
Spacious eating kitchen, black granite countertops, which is timeless. You have sort of a Mediterranean type flooring.
This floor looks like the 70s called us and said, I need to make a cameo.
Okay.
So maybe this looks like Mediterranean in Bridgeport, but let me just tell you, living in the Mediterranean, this floor does not look like the Mediterranean. But we could do something with the kitchen.
Doug pointed out that he didn't really like the kitchen. Some of the rooms in the property are dated.
Wow, Danielle, look at this view.
Absolutely gorgeous view of the lake.
This could be a good room for me to be creative and also have a place to kind of unwind.
Do you want to see the rest of the exterior of the property?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Dougie.
Are you serious? There's a pool on the lake?
Can you believe this, Doug? Look at how gorgeous this is. You don't find this anywhere.
Oh my gosh, this is delicious.
Custom cut granite patio. Beautiful fireplace here with the dining area.
A fireplace? Oh my God, this is so good for hosting.
Look at this beautiful outdoor kitchen with granite countertops. The gas grill. This has a griddle here on the side, overlooking this beautiful lake and a heated in-ground pool with a hot tub, Doug.
This is literally every single guy's dream, is to have a hot tub with a pool overlooking a lake. And I see this place and I cannot even believe you found this. Danielle McCain.
Yes, Dougie. I love that you love it, but we haven't seen the rest of the house. Let's go. Now we're gonna go check out the bedrooms because that's also very important. This is the primary bedroom.
I love that there's room for a desk in here. If I get an idea in the middle of the night, I like to go up and type it. So the fact that there's enough room in here for a desk and also for a king-size bed.
And then through this room is the ensuite bathroom.
Okay.
Gorgeous, a walk-in stall shower, tile flooring, tons of closet space.
I really love this bathroom.
Why don't we take a walk outside and talk about our game plan?
All right, I think that's a good next step.
Okay. Okay, Dougie, I think I know the answer to this. What do you think about this house?
You found my dream house. We have to try to get this home.
We are one of the first buyers to see this property. I checked in with the listing agent. They don't have any offers yet. It's listed for $624,000. So we don't necessarily have to come in at list price or over. We can come in at $620. How do you feel about that?
I'll follow your lead. If $620 feels good to me, I just don't want to lose it over a few $1,000s.
After I looked at the market data, I thought that $620,000 was a good number. So my objective is to do what's in your best interest. So if you don't need to go over, then let's not go over. So we'll put the offer in at $620.
Okay.
I'll talk to the listing agent and we'll go from there.
Okay.
I've been talking to the seller's agent to get as much information as possible so that Doug can make a strong offer. Knowing that this is Doug's dream house and that he could be with his parents again is my driving force that we can come up with the best strategy so we could get this house as soon as possible. I talked to Doug. I put him in touch with lenders that I trust so that he can gather information and put together an offer.
I met with your lender that you recommended. I was thinking that I would easily be able to get a mortgage, but what I found out was because the last 3 years I lived in Switzerland, I have nothing showing up on my US credit report for US banking. So this is gonna push my mortgage rate to a level that is off the chart, that I'm not gonna be able to afford. So I'm kinda caught a little bit in a rough spot.
So we may have an option here. Is there any way that you can come up with cash? Do you have money in a 401k, maybe a money market account? I told Doug that it isn't uncommon for clients to take money out of their 401k, pay a penalty, and then pay it back.
I guess I could withdraw some funds and aggregate them all together in an escrow account.
Definitely more appealing to the seller if we're a cash offer. So it's in the seller's best interest sometimes to choose the cash offer because there's less risk. They don't have to worry about the loan processing and going through. They'll see that you have the money up front.
It wasn't plan A, but I think I can do this.
There are multiple offers on this property, but we're a cash offer. So in that pile of offers, we're going to the top of the pile, even though we're coming in a little bit lower than asking price. Doug offered $620,000 on this home.
I think I can make it work. I have a 401k. I got paid very well living in Switzerland. I'm gonna be receiving a severance package to come back home, which I requested. Buying a home and being a first-time home buyer is an investment. It's not an expense.
After we put the offer in, I didn't want to put all of our eggs in one basket. I thought it was important to show him another option in case the home that he was more interested in didn't come through. He came all the way here from Switzerland, and I want to help him have the best chance of securing a home. There's a property down the street that came on the market that's lovely, and it overlooks the lake, but it doesn't have the pool. So this home happened to come on the market. It's close to your parents. It's prime location Lake Forest.
Okay.
So you have full view of the lake. The home is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom style ranch.
Okay.
This property is on the market for $650,000.
What do you think about the price?
I think the price is very fair given the location, and you'll see once we get to the backyard, it's a phenomenal view.
Okay. All right, let's see this other home. Oh, wow, this is great.
Isn't this beautiful?
Yeah.
So, to your right is the kitchen. Beautiful hardwood floors. White granite countertops with the gray veins, which is very popular, very trendy. White cabinetry, stainless steel appliances. This is a beautifully remodeled kitchen.
I wouldn't have to redo anything as in the other place.
Exactly.
I'm more of a takeout to go kind of guy, so I think this kitchen is really hitting on point.
So this is your main living space.
Oh.
Beautiful hardwood floors.
So I do like the spaciousness of this living room, and I also like there's a fireplace here.
And then right down the hall is your primary bedroom.
Little smaller than the other room, not laid out exactly how I would love it, but I could see how I could work with this.
This is your full bathroom.
Okay.
So again, you have the granite with the gray veins with the white cabinetry.
I mean, this is good. It's definitely a different layout. I could live in this house, but for $650,000 for 1 bathroom, that's a tough sell.
I think one of the most appealing features of this home is the lakefront property.
Let's go see the
Okay,
back
let's
where
go.
we'll host some parties. Danielle, look at this backyard.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Wow, this is incredible. Look at the size of it. I like this home more than I thought I would. I could see myself here.
Both of these houses are great options for Doug. It's $650,000 because you're getting this unbelievable view. You have a floating dock, you have a fire pit. It's an incredible property.
All I could think about are all the things that I do not get. There's no outdoor kitchen.
Excuse me, Doug, one
The double-
second. I think it's a listing agent of the other property.
Okay.
Hello? Doug, you got the house!
No way.
Yes!
They accepted?
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
Yes! You told me to manifest.
Yes,
You told
I
me to
told
manifest.
you. If you envision it, it'll happen. I'm so excited
Danielle, double one.
for you. Let me get started. Let me get the paperwork firmed up.
Okay.
Even though we did everything right, we saw the home first, we put in a cash offer, there's no way that I would have anticipated this. Once the offer is accepted and we have the inspection, the attorney runs a title search. The attorney discovered that there are open permits on this property. The seller must close all permits before transferring the keys to the buyer. Did you hear back regarding those permits?
Not yet. They're still waiting for them.
Okay.
It was very concerning to me that permits were not closed, and it made me very uneasy and unsure on how this would all shake out.
It shouldn't be that much longer. I'll do what I have to do on my end, and then I'll be back in touch. We are not only dealing with the sellers now. I have to deal with the city, and the city has a list of requests every day.
Danielle, it's been months. I mean, is there anything else we can do? I mean,
This is taking a little bit longer than usual, but when permits are open, you really can't give a definitive time frame. So all we can do is sit tight, let me do my job, and I'll get this done for you.
all right.
It was taking a very long time for us to hear back from the city, so I built a relationship with the inspectors in the city of Bridgeport. I had their personal cell phone numbers. I was contacting them via email in order to get these permits closed. I'm also in touch with the seller's attorney and the listing agent. I just need for you to stay positive so that we can get this done.
All right, thanks so much. If I don't close on this house, I'm kind of stuck. I'm scheduled to go home at a certain day. I'm supposed to move in and close prior to that date, so I don't have anywhere to go.
I will never give up. I will stay in touch with the key people who are at the city to get this resolved.
I cannot believe I actually got the house.
We closed. It's been 6 months since we got the offer accepted and resolved the permit issues. It took a lot of time, but it was well worth it.
I'm so proud of you.
I can't
Your
believe
first
it.
house.
I can't believe it either.
Dougie's back. Dougie's back.
I'm thrilled that Doug is in his dream home. That was my driving force to get this done and get through this process. I wanted this for Doug, and I wanted it for his family.
Danielle never stopped communicating with me or the city inspectors to get the deal closed and get the permits done. Absolutely, without a doubt, I would not have wanted to work with anyone else. And I don't think anyone else could have done it except Danielle McCain.